Dade County wasn't as lucky as their neighbors in Walker. The same storms hit both counties, but the Dade tornado proved deadlier.
This storm that produced that tornado there in Dade County has a history of producing very large, very long-lived tornadoes, so take shelter now.
All right, once again, we've got it kind of circled here over towards the Trenton community now. Just moments ago, we're talking just mere minutes ago, now a report of a tornado just outside, just south of Trenton there, maybe right along Highway 11 or over towards Interstate 59 as this continues to move northeast.
That's pretty well destroyed right there, that part of the funeral.
You can actually tell where the twister has come down and hit this part of the funeral home. It's just like you can see the line that's coming through this area as the trail of the tornado that went through.
I heard somebody say earlier that they had lived here for 50 years and they've never seen anything quite like it. I haven't been here near that long, but I will tell you that this is another one of those days that in the future we'll look back and we'll refer to as the day of all the tornadoes.
There, John, this probably will be something that will be talked about for many, many years to come, especially here in Dade County, in Trenton. According to what we have heard so far, is that the funnel cloud came over Sand Mountain, came right down and went into Middleton Estates, where 5 or 6 homes, 5 for sure, maybe 6, are said to be completely gone in the Middleton Estates. And that came from Eddie Gifford, who lives there. He's with the Dade Sentinel. He showed me a picture of total devastation. You're watching some of that right now of what we've been seeing here at this intersection. They're going into the neighborhoods now, block by block and house by house, to check and make sure that they have found everybody. And when they're through, they put a big X on the front door so that house will not be searched twice.
All we know is a tornado on the ground. That's the best we can tell you.
How many injuries, fatalities?
Don't know for sure yet. We do have some fatalities and we have quite a few injuries. It's already been transported to the hospital. So
it was business as usual one moment and then life completely turned around the next.
It sounded like an airplane.
A lot of people without power, no homes, nowhere to go.
I think it was louder than that. It was louder than that.
It came down the side of the mountain on Sand Mountain. It crossed Back Valley Road and McKeag Road. It blew debris from Trenton up to 2,000 feet.
I was very scared the lights went off.
More than 800 Dade County elementary school students and teachers took cover in the hallways as the first round of storms came through. Principal Sherry Swader says she made sure everyone was okay and then started telling them that everything was going to be okay.
Children were comforting each other, and yeah, it was amazing.
The principal says many parents and emergency services workers stepped in to help. They noticed water leaking in the 4th and 5th grade halls and moved the students. They later found out that that part of the roof had been blown off in several sections.
It's a relief when you know everybody is okay.
3 tornadoes hit the county, killing 2 men in mobile homes and injuring a number of people. 95% of the county lost power, and that is causing problems with the water and the sewer. There is a shelter set up at Dade County High School. Here's an update from Sheriff Patrick Cannon.
As you know, we've had some devastating blow here in Dade County with some severe storms that rolled through. 3 tornadoes that had touched down in our county, causing a lot of damage, injury, and also death. We're working hard to continue, trying the cleanup efforts. We've done a lot of search and rescue this morning.
they can come eat. We got a food line going from 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. As you can see, we've had donations of clothing and all of that, children, baby diapers, whatever we need.
With help from the community, folks at the American Legion 106 tell us they're feeding more than 1,500 people per day and staying open 24/7 for Operation Good Neighbor. And their neighbors, Trenton United Methodist, serve as a shelter and distribution site for food and other basic needs. Both are overwhelmed by the support as people hurt.
Also, our thoughts and prayers go out with the families of these victims. We got a long recovery. We definitely are on the road to recovery today, and just continue thinking about those who have been affected by this storm.